Hello, 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 my loves. I want to take you back to a time where me and my family traveled to DR, Dominican Republic, for the first time. Now, this was my very first time leaving the United States because I am Puerto Rican and I've only went to Puerto Rico. I never went to DR, which is considered outside of the US. The reason for our trip was to celebrate my boyfriend's grandfather's birthday. He was turning, I believe it was 100. And I was so excited to do this because I've never seen DR before except for in TV. And it was always the tourist areas. So I was like intrigued to see what the real DR looked like. That's exactly where we're going today. We're going to the hood in DR. Well, that's what they call the hood at least. So we landed in Santo Domingo and we were traveling to Bonao. Now on the ride there, I noticed a lot of things. First and foremost, there is a lot of poverty here. A lot of garbage on the streets, on the roads. The area we were going to looks like it was a lot of nature, or maybe you can call it country, because these landscapes were pretty awesome. We went in the month of June and the humidity was crazy. Like right now, I was so damn hot. I believe through the month of June and July, they call it hurricane season. And while we were here, I experienced a rain I've never seen in my life. It rained crazy hard. We also only had about one power outage. Thank God it did not last long. While being here, I've seen the most motorcycles I've ever seen before. I don't even know if they're mopeds or motorcycles, but yeah, there's a lot of that. A lot of buildings that were like half made or half constructed. But it seems like as we got closer to where my boyfriend's family lived down in Bonao, the area started to get nicer and the houses started to get bigger. So I'm like, oh, there is some nice spots and nice areas. It's just crazy because look at this gate. This gate is so thin, anybody could jump over it. You know what I mean? It's just like no amount of real safety. But yeah, at this moment, we're getting super close to my man's family's house and where they live, and you can see this is all like gated, like nicely made. Ralph actually told me that his grandfather used to work in the United States for a little bit. By doing this, he was able to make enough money to live very comfortably in the DR. Now skip forward to his house. This is actually just a part of his house. This is just his kitchen. A lot of kitchens in DR are outdoor. This is where the family likes to get together, and this is where they like to all hang out. This is his grandfather who's turning 100. Look how adorable he is. Today he is 104 years old, I believe. He's still going nice and strong. God bless him. And that's Ralph over there with his dad. His dad is the one in the red shorts. It was a beautiful thing to see the generations, the great-grandfather, the father, and it was just so nice. There's Ralph with a star fruit straight off the tree. It was amazing that we were able to just have free fruit from the trees. The U.S. could never. And here is a walkthrough of Ralph's grandparents' house. This is the indoor part. I believe it is a 3-bedroom, if I'm not mistaken. Here's one room, and I was mad caught off guard when the bed was covered in nets. So you basically have to sleep in the net because there's a bunch of geckos and mosquitoes and all types of things. So I was like, damn. Here we are going to the second kitchen, the indoor kitchen. So like I said before, there was an outdoor kitchen and then there's an indoor kitchen. The indoor kitchen isn't really used as much. I guess it's just there for show. But this is what it looks like. It looks really good, honestly. Most places in DR are not even finished, like I said, but this is completely finished. We're talking about a roof. We're talking about a nice floor. His grandpa's doing very well out here. Here is the dining areas. You can tell these windows aren't like the ones we have here. They're very much open. His are well gated, which I love. Most of our trip was honestly just spent right here in the outdoor kitchen with the grandpa, just enjoying time together. I love how most of his food he gets from his tree, which are green bananas that grow on a regular basis. Those are called guineo. Then we have the typical breakfast that I love from DR, which is a mangucito. So you have mango with eggs, onions. We beating it down. That's Ralphie's sister, Ralphie's aunt. Man, their place was even nicer. So Ralphie's birthday and his great-grandpa's birthday are like a couple days apart. So we ended up singing happy birthday to them both at the same time, which was a very heartfelt moment.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Now it sounds like there was a lot of people there, right? That's because there was. It was Ralphie's aunts, Ralphie's uncles, and some cousins as well. And this was the whole purpose of the trip. We did not come to go to the tourist areas. We didn't go to do anything special besides celebrate this lovely young man. Safe to say that Bonao, DR is very country, lots of trees, beautiful mountains, but you could definitely see the poverty around. And we went to the cemetery to visit Ralph's grandmother. Over here, our cemeteries are all in ground, but over here, it's all different. It looks like everyone is buried in their own houses, which is pretty cool looking to me. So I just want to record some of that, but for their privacy, I'm not going to show too much. Around the time we went, we had to get a COVID test to go and a COVID test to come back. So we were at a local clinic getting a COVID test done, and I don't know, I was just fascinated by every single thing. Clinics were very nice. They feel like they were the same from here, except for everything is in Spanish. So if you don't know Spanish, don't you go out there. And yes, we're back again in the kitchen. I told you this is the spot. This is the family spot. Except for today, I wanted to make a mongoose. So I went to the local bodega and got some plantains. And his grandfather was like, what are you making? You don't peel plantains like that. Let me show you a faster way. And then I showed him my way. And he was like, oh, okay. Your way is good too. So it was a very cute moment. He wanted to help me out, which I thought was so cute. I was like, chill, I don't need no help. It's okay. He's like, no, like he wanted to help me. I think that it's adorable that he's this old and he is still able to do so much things. Homeboy is pretty healthy and that's amazing. People in other countries make it to this age and we over here dying at like 50 years old. The simple life sounds like a good life to me. And honestly, I can't wait to go back again and see the old man. This sums up the trip, guys. If you made it to the end of the video, please leave a old man emoji because really this is the reason for the trip. I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.